We've been in business since 1998, and we have implemented various SAP solutions for more than 140 clients worldwide. These solutions include for small, mid-size, and large organizations. So the entire suite of SAP solutions is something that we have expertise in. For the context, as you may know, S4HANA Public Cloud has comprehensive solutions for various industries. Today's focus is, of course, going to be wholesale and distribution industry. So if you wanted to learn how S4HANA wholesale and distribution industry solution can help you drive efficiencies in your organization, then this webinar will be very helpful. Today, we are going to see a product demonstration for two critical business processes. First one being the order to cash, a very comprehensive scenario. I'm sure we all know about it, and procure to pay scenario. So these two scenarios we will be discussing. Some of you may have attended our previous webinars on various topics. Just so you know, we host these webinars periodically, depending on the interest on various topics. Today's webinar in a way is special because it really gives you a lot of details. It shows you the actual product demonstration on two critical business processes. So at this point, let me introduce our presenters today, Vignesh and Karthik. And first, let me give the control to Karthik. Please go ahead, Karthik.
Thank you, Sujat. Hi everyone, good morning. So thanks for joining the session. So myself, Karthik Kumarasamy, and having 11 plus years of experience in SAP, and I'm a certified consultant. So let's get into the presentation. So we are gathered here to look into the S4HANA and specifically to the warehouse and wholesale and distribution. So let's get into the presentation. So this is the agenda which we have been planned for today's session. So introductions, and followed by we have been going to explain the public edition overview, and then take it to the wholesale and distribution, so specific to the order to cash and procure to pay. Okay, then let's come to the S4HANA Public Cloud Edition. So what is S4HANA? So S4HANA Public Cloud is a cloud-based application, and it's hosted by SAP itself. So the reason why SAP has bring this cloud model to eliminating the organization to manage their hardware and the software infrastructures. So it has been internet-enabled services, and it's provided by a SaaS-based subscription model. So it's a software as services model, and it has been aligned with the latest industry standard best practices and providing the real-time insight that can transform your businesses. And it has accelerated our growth while maintaining the focus innovations. And it's just not a technology to shift. It is a full-fledged the business transformations to streamline our industry, the standard solution. So SAP has bring that one. It's a theme, or it's the goal which they are bringing to the run on industry standards and accelerate the business growth and keep innovations and moving. Moving on to the next slide, the SAP Public Clouds, it brings with the specific standards. The run industry standards built in a collaboration to enhance the productivity. And it has been provided with the best practices and the rapid methodology tools. And the acceleration growth will deliver the best practices and ensure the optimized the process for both standard and the industry specific end-to-end business operations. The innovations, the key innovations are with the regular updates and the enhancements. So ensuring the businesses stay with the edge-catching technologies and the best practices. And let's dive into key areas into the theme, or it's the goal which SAP has bringing. So as I mentioned, so run on the industry standards. So we have provided with the collaboration tool access via a user-friendly through the mobile phone and prompting to the efficient business operations in a day-to-day processes. And it has been seamlessly collaborated with the Microsoft and the Google and other social media platform. So we can integrate the functionality to ensuring the effective communications and the data sharing between the organization or with the external customers. And it has the best practices, has a localized version of the 48 local versions, and it includes with the 32 languages. And it also offers the tools to extending the support to cover other countries. And it has a continuous innovation to meeting the local requirements and expanding to the new additional localizations and bringing into the more languages. So those things we can have a look into our roadmap explorer. So this is being available. And it's mainly including with the taxations and the payments and the accounting areas. And now getting into the accelerate business growth. So this will give the detailed insights of the real-time data, the KPIs, and helps you to measure in the results. And the system offers the notifications, allow the user to address a situation and quickly and efficiently. And it also the built-in automation process. So the workflows can are able to control or able to take care of the businesses in a day-to-day life. Then the accelerate growth will comes with the competitive business suites. So this gives the end-to-end, the complete, the standards, industry standard solutions. So and the lot of the industries has been incorporated in the standard best practices. So it comes with the wholesale distributions, chemicals, and high techs, and the life science, and even for the production professional services. So this will help us or a proven high standard industry SAP has bring it to that one. So it has been added value to the business area to the efficiently to reduce the timeline and improve our reimagined the functionalities and increasing the order processing methods to deliver and efficiently and to avoid the duplication process and connected with the standard efficiency methods. And mainly the focus as mentioned, the SAP public cloud which comes with the lower cost and it's the risk maintenance. So SAP will take care of everything. And we are talking about the key innovations. So this is the main or major advantage when we are going to the cloud-based or the SaaS-based applications. The key aspects, it's a continued innovation process. Twice a year, upgrades will happen. So in specifically in February, in August, on every year, the upgrades will be happening. This will ensure that system is consistently updated to incorporate the latest features and the capabilities. This eliminates the major issues and the bugs, and it has been rapidly and the cost-effective update to the new innovations as they become available in a standard way. This will comes with the cloud snapshots. So this value added to industry standard solutions. So the SAP has provides with 675 scope items. So it will be covered with all the business processes like order to cash, procure to pay, stock transfers, and drop shipments, subcontracting process. So it's all covers in a standard areas. And as we mentioned, it's a localized version. So around like 51 countries or the localized versions. And even we have a space or we have a room for to develop other countries as well and the specific languages also. And it has a 500 the APIs, the standard APIs. It's allow us to integrate with the third-party systems and includes with SAP ecosystems also. And it has a flexible configurations to adapt or enhance the screens and what are the ways we can able to design in our own the dashboards. And now let's get into the wholesale distribution process. The wholesale distribution is an industry. It's undergoing a proven of found transformations within SAP Public Cloud. This cloud-based solution, the transforming the way the wholesale operates or allow them to streamline their business process and to gain the real-time insights and faster and the better solutions with an internal and external. By adapting this one, the market landscape and improving the customers and optimized way with the supply chain management and enhanced with the customer experiences. This has been delivered on the product efficiency and to maintain the competitive edges. And these are the strategic priorities so SAP comes with. The first, it has been mentioned, but offer a high value services, and this will be having the source or the revenues we can able to do that one. The second one will be as the priority that can given to the deliver anywhere and anytime and anything. So that can help us to make efficiently and to manage the right situation, right time to take the critical situations to avoid any hiccups. The third one is end-to-end the customer solutions. As manager or a team member can closely collaborate with the customer orders to track the complaint, the lifecycle status. And the fourth one is to optimize the business operations. To automate for the high productivity and intelligent technologies to streamline the operations. So now we are going to explore into an interesting area where we can understand how SAP S4HANA Public Cloud Editions will operate the industry standard specific processes. We have mentioned so industry standard specifications and innovations. So that will cover in a wholesale distribution process with order to cash and procure to pay. To guide us this one, let's welcome Vignesh Ravichandran to provide us a detailed insights. Over to you, Vignesh.
Hello. Thank you, Karthik. Thank you for the brief explanation about S4HANA Public Cloud. Hello, everyone. Before going into the process, let me introduce about myself. I am Vignesh. I am working as a senior solution architect with ERP Logic. I am also a SAP certified consultant with more than 11 years of experience in implementing and supporting SAP projects. In this webinar, I will provide you with the key informations about the futures and capabilities of OTC process, which is in sales. So as you all know, the order to cash scenario is one of the key process, sales process, which will start with creating a sales order and the supply planning and dispatching the goods to the customers, and finally invoicing to the customer. Okay. First, we can start with the sales order creation. So these are the key features in this order management. So whenever the customer creates a purchase order to the sales manager, the manager will create a sales order transaction. So basically, he will be providing the ship to party, bill to party, material ID, quantities, and the price. So as soon as the basic information is provided, system will automatically check for stock availability and provide the confirmation date instantly. So the manager will have the clear visibility of the inventory. So based on that, he can give the confirmation on the correct date of delivery. So whenever the customer is expecting for some negotiations or discounts, he don't want to toggle to different screens. In the same sales order screen, we have a option called pricing analysis, where he can able to check the cost of goods sold of the particular sales order. He can able to check for the profit margins. Based on that, he can take a decision of what could be the offer he can offer to the customer. And finally, a complete track of the delivery and billing, which is the document flow. So in a single screen, we can able to see what stage the order is, whether it is in a delivery stage or in a invoice stage. Let's quickly check in our system how to create a sales order, and I will go through the key highlighted points which we discuss now. So before going into process, I just want to give you a brief about S4HANA Cloud. So we all speaking about cloud. Similar like on-prem system, we don't need any server access or IT team to maintain it. SAP will take care of hosting the application in a cloud, and it is like subscription-based application. The user will just want to use the SAP will provide a particular URL to access the system. Every user will have their unique username and password. Based on that authentication, system will allow you to log into the system. So once you logged in, this is the landing page. Here we can able to see the tiles. So these styles are all called as application. So here we do have like inbuilt supports to learn more about the products and to contact with SAP. And this is our profile page. And we have a search box here. For example, if we don't have any tiles here, we can search the application over here. Okay, let me go back to the sales process. So the first point is we are going to create a sales order. The application name called manage sales order. So this application will give you a list of existing sales order created in the system along with the status, customer name, and what is the reference PO reference number and the value. So to create a new order, we can go to click on create sales order. System will prompt to give an order type. So now we're going to create a standard order, which is OR. And we have option called create reference. For example, if you want to copy with the existing sales order or the sales code, we can able to copy the data. For now, I'm just clicking a fresh order. So if you know the customer name, just type it. So system will suggest you. Based on that, you can select up. Even if you use the space bar, system will give the list of existing search results. So we can choose the relevant one for it. So I choose the same ship to on the sold to party. And in under the customer reference, we can give the PO reference provided by the customer reference date, when the order is created. So these are the high level header level details. So let me go to the item level details. I'm adding the material over here and ordering quantity. For example, 2 quantities. And let me add a price over here. Like $150. So as soon as when I click on enter, system will automatically redirect to the availability check. So this is the point when I mentioned the system will give the confirmation delivery date. So as the customers requested the delivery on 20th of October, but system is providing the confirmation on 13th 11. Based on the demand and supply and the lead time, system will automatically calculate and provide this information. So let me click on apply to confirm it. So to check the pricing analysis, we can able to check in the item level as well as in the header level. Let me go to the header level and conditions. Excuse me. So here you can see the price list, which is 300 USD, 150 for each. We have 2 quantities, so it is 300. So if we have any discounts or down payments, it will be applied here. So this is the initial cost. Like initial price is the cost of the material, and the system will automatically calculate the profit margin. So by seeing this pricing condition, the sales team have the clear visibility how much profit it is. They can able to provide any additional promotions. They can give it up. So here we have header level output preview. So this is like sales order confirmation output layout. So this could be sent via email or can able to take a printout and send it separately to the customer. So these are the standard layouts where you can see the header level information like customer name and the ship to details and order related details over here in the item, product, quantity, and the price, total price. Going back to the sales order screen. Let me click on save. So before clicking save, I want to check whether document is consistent or not. So we have option called incompletion log. So system will check and provide the consistency of the document. So there is no error. So document is complete. So we are good to go. Let me click on save to generate the sales order ID. So 364 is our sales order ID. So to check the document flow, just click display. Sales order 364 will be open, and here you can see this is the display document flow. So currently we have created only the order. So I will show once again at the time of invoicing, so we can able to see the complete flow of order, invoicing, and the delivery as well. Till now, any queries you have?
We will take the questions towards the end.
And
Vignesh,
okay, sure.
Keep it rolling.
Yeah.
And it's 9:23. So
yep, got it.
The timing call. Thank you.
So going back to the slide. So as we saw on a system, these are the key benefits in the sales order screen. So the manager will have the clear visibility about the delivery quantities, dates, and as well as the pricing. So this will help us to improve the customer satisfaction, and it will reduce the operation cost and improve the sales efficiency. Let me quickly go to the next process is the supply planner. So the supply planner, the key features are it helps the supply planner to check the demand and supply in the real time, and he can able to easily identify the shortage of the quantity. So once the MRP run done, system will automatically create the purchase request and the stock transfer order based on the configuration. Let's go back to the system and check the MRP screen. So the app name called Monitor Material Coverage. Let me search with the material which I created it now, used in sales order. So here, as I told, you can see the shortage quantities here. It has like 6,312 shortage quantity, and the stock availability like forecast for next 21 days. So if it is, you can see starting from this is the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like that, it's like next 21 days, what is the stock availability based on the demand and supply, it will be get adjusted. If I click on manage material, you can see a list of demand, which is orders, and what is the supplies. So for example, if I click on start MRP run, system will trigger a new purchase request for the shortage quantity. You can see this purchase request is created now to fulfill the demands. Yeah, this is all about the MRP process. Let me go back to a slide. The key benefit is it has improved performance and the productivity, and it will reduce the customer lead time. So we will be forecasting and they make sure the stock is available. So whenever the customers is asking for an order, it will be ready to dispatch. So moving on to the next process, it is like inventory. So warehouse manager will be the key role for this inventory management, and he will have the clear visibility and the real-time inventory updates. And once the goods issue is done, the system will automatically trigger the billing document based on the dispatch quantity and proof of delivery, which delivery note will be created automatically. These are the highlighted features. Let's check in a system quickly. So we have this order and we have performed the MRP. Now we are dispatching the goods to the customer. So the app name called Pick Outbound Delivery. Sorry, before that, we want to release the demand. So we want to use the app create outbound delivery from sales order. So this is our sales order ID, which is 364. Let me create delivery. So which is the supply planner is releasing this order for dispatching it. So here we can able to see the delivery ID. I will copy it for a reference. So now we want to perform the post good issue, which is like picking the quantity, then we'll do the goods issue. To use that, we want to go to the pick outbound delivery. I'm just giving the reference delivery ID over here. So first we want to do the picking and the goods issue. So under picking, I want to choose the storage location. If we have multiple storage locations, from which storage location we're going to pick the goods, and what is the picked quantity. Let me click on apply. So currently you can see the status is in red. So once I clicked on save, the picking will be get confirmed in the system. The next is post good issue. So once picking is done, we can just click on post good issue. So in this point of time, the inventory will be get reduced from our stock. There is an option called view delivery option. So here system will provide you two output layouts. One is like picking list and the delivery note. So similar like sales order layout, we can able to preview it. For example, to preview it, if we click on the display, the layout will be get previewed. The key benefits are the warehouse manager will have the real-time visibility and tracking of the warehouse operation, and it will reduce the manual intervention because system will automatically generate the picking list and the delivery notes based on the dispatch quantity. The final one, which is the customer invoice. So the finance manager will have the real-time billing process. As I told, once the goods issue is done, system will automatically create a request. And once the invoice is released, accounting document will be generated automatically, and we can able to see the reporting as well. So to create a billing document, the app name called VF01, create billing document. So here I will give the reference of the outbound delivery ID. So you can see, finance manager will just review the document. And finally, click on save. So this is a billing document ID. Let me go back to the sales order and show you the document flow. As you can see, this is the order, this is the outbound ID with reference to the that you can see the picking request goods issue and the invoice and the journal entries. So the key benefits are automatic account posting. It's just a one-click to create an invoice, and there is no manual interruption, so there will be no errors. System automatically generate the accurate invoices. These are the key benefits about the finance point of view when generating the invoice. So throughout this process, it is tightly integrated with accounting, finance, and the business planning, and as well as the reporting. So S4HANA has an inbuilt embedded reporting system. So you don't want to use any third-party softwares to check the reports. So the main advantage are themes like using this process. It's like a run and industry standard. The team will have the accuracy and visibility and cost effective, and it will be stay connected with the real-time data and the keep innovations of the stuff. So these are the process flow which we taken care in the S4HANA for order to cash. So next is procure to pay. Over to you, Karthik.
Thank you so much, Vignesh. This is Sushil. There are a couple of quick questions. Hopefully we can get these answered. First question is, can we create a zero value sales order? That is a sample sales order. That's the first question, Vignesh.
Yeah, Sushil, we can create a zero value sales order. For example, we have a separate app called create sales order without charge. For example, whenever the customer want to requesting for a sample sales, so we can just give the quantity which will reduce from our inventory, but invoicing will not happen. That is standard.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Thank you, Vignesh. There's one more quick question, then we will go to Karthik for the next piece. That question is about bulk order. does the system allow creation of bulk order?
Yeah, we do have an Excel upload template for creating the sales order and the sales contracts. So using that, we can able to create the bulk orders. So the app name is called import sales order. So using that, we can able to download the Excel and we can upload it.
Excellent, very good. Thank you so much, Vignesh, for the comprehensive demonstration of the system. Of course, if there are any other questions, if time permits, we will take those towards the end of this call. But at this point, I just want to thank you, Vignesh, and we will now go to Karthik for the procure to pay scenario. Take it away, Karthik.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you, Vignesh. So now let's get into the procure to pay process now. So procure to pay process is SAP Cloud, the comprehensive end-to-end solution. So begins with identifying a goods or a services, or the end with the supplier payments, and it has involves the steps to creating a purchase requisition. So based on that aligned or the selecting suppliers, so the respective requisitions will be get converted into a purchase order. Then once the purchase order has been received from our warehouse, so then we'll go for goods and services and verifying the invoices and finally releasing the payment. So this process is highly automated and integrated with the various models and provides with the real-time data analytics for efficient procurement management. So this helps with the streamline the operations and improve the supply relations. And it has been effectively, we can able to handle the situations and the process. Now let's get into the deep dive or the demonstrations. Well, first we'll start with the supplier. So any of the ERP products which we need, the basic one is the master records. So the suppliers is what is the difference from the other ERP and the public cloud SAP. So what it has been given to us. So there are the key 3 areas. So the first will take in the data qualities and the consistencies. And the third one would be the enhanced collaborations and the super visibilities. So what are these ones? The data securities will provide the central repository of the supply data, which help us to improve the qualities and the consistency of the data across the organizations. As mentioned, here we can maintain across the global. So it means even we have a provision to maintain the multiple company units and the currencies with the same entities. The enhanced collaboration. So it helps us to connect internal or external stakeholders such as suppliers, buyer, the logistic providers, or even the warehouse operators. So this can help to connect or communicate or coordinate or streamline the business process, and we can build a strong relationship between the users or the end customers or the buyers. And the supply visibilities. The final, the third option is the highly, we can say that one, it's a nice, the functionality. It's a 360-degree view. So what is a 360-degree? So it gives a single view of a supplier data, which helps to improve the visibilities and the transformations or the transparencies into the supply chain, and it can be identified with the mitigate the risk, or based on that one, we can improve the supply performance and make a better decisions in a quicker way. So let's get into the system and we'll see how these are the collaborated or how we can able to see the 360 information, how it looks like. Let's have a small screen and we can show that one. So I'm just directly getting to the S4HANA public cloud system. So once you have been logged in, so you can just see that the system has gives a colorful and the clear visibilities. When we are getting into the system, it looks like a user friendly. So even the information is stops and it's give the clear vision. So the first one will give the approvals. So I can just what all the approvals which I got for the today's action. I can see that one, and is the due dates, and in the down I can just quickly access. So if I just want to like evaluate the supplier evaluation, so I can just directly click on this options and I can able to go it. Now we are talking about the suppliers. So get into the specific areas, the suppliers. So for the interest of time, I just already I have been kept open so that it's making an even more interactive with the Q&A session. So that's why I just opened it. So in a supplier master, I can just open, so which we are talking about the data securities and the innovations, like 360-degree informations, and maintaining the single suppliers to be all the purchasing, all the organizations. So these are the basic informations which we can maintain it, and even it will be more interactive than supplier. So we can maintain all the basic informations, and mainly we are talking about the global or in the organization level. So here are the provisions. So we don't need to create each organization or entity wise the different suppliers. Just we can enable the company code, and it's able to access for all the companies. And here is the company codes, and we can able to collaborate with the tax categories, and even we can integrate with our SAP Ariba or any other softwares. We can able to integrate with them. When we are talking about the 360-degree information, so that is the main value of information. So I just click on this option, the open in, and it will take you through the specific the screen where we can able to see the complete picture. So what all the orders we have been created so far. So here we can just see that one. I don't need to go anywhere to check that one. So what is the order which we have been made for this particular supply? So I can just open the supply and I can see the annual spend. What is this we have been purchased or we have been spent the expenses. Just in a single screen, I can able to see that one, the annual spends, and for the which company we are using this one, and even the more the precise way. So what are the materials we have been procured with this particular supply so far? So this is the main value added, the functionalities we can say that one. And even if I'm just scrolling down, we can see that one, the bank, if we have any minimum order values, we can just maintain, or we have any purchasing contract. If we have maintained any purchasing contract, yes, we can able to see that one. And scheduling agreements, we have made any scheduling agreements, we can able to see that one. And invoices, if you have any so far any pending the due invoices or the gross invoices, we can able to see it. We can able to get that informations and evaluate the evaluation score. So here we can able to see that one, how this particular suppliers we are performing it, and its operational scores and all those things we can able to decide it. And even a scorecard, it's being available, and the activities. So we want to make any appointments or any kind of email follow. So those kind of things also we can able to derive it here. So now I just quickly jump into the screen. So now we'll see that one. So here we can see that the securities and compliance. So we don't need to maintain different systems, or each time we don't need to create the supplier masters, and we have the leverage to integrate with the Ariba suppliers, and we have supplier evaluations. So now we have identified the supplier. So the next step would be, as once the supplier has been identified, so the process would be as creating the requisition, and from the requisition to the order. To move on to the requisition, so it has to go to the specific the requisition, and here we have like the automate the source determination. So we have a specific functionality. We can just determine the source functionality, and this features will help to the potential suppliers to required items. And it also offers the flexible to create the different types of items. So this particular information is really a valid one. So we can create the requisition services, materials, and even we can able to using the cross catalog functionalities, and we can get the external systems. So which is like Ariba or even any third-party websites. If the specific suppliers having their own websites, so from that we can just pick quantities and we can order. So we can able to integrate with the catalog code functionalities. So that will help us to eliminate or need the manual input and reducing the potential errors. And the document flows. So now let's get into the system and we'll see how the purchasing orders will be get converted. So this is the specific app where we can create the purchase requisition in the initial. So for the interest, so let's open one of the purchase requests which we have been created. So this is the purchase request screen. Let me just open this one and just give an edit here. So here is the basic information. We can just maintain that one. And when we are coming down here, the items, and here we have two types. So one which we can go for the specific item wise, or the second one is that the limit specific. So both options are available. So this is the one which I have been highlighted here in a various type we can able to use it. So here it's a normal material and services, and this is the cross catalog search, and this is from the external the catalog. So this we can able to integrate with the third party the websites which we can able to integrate. And just click on this one, the items. So the system will have the detail the information. So these all automatically it will be get populated. So the valuations we can see from the system. So we don't need to enter it manually, and we can decide whether we have to go for invoicing and the supplier or sourcing. So here is the sourcing. Here we can see that one, the source of supply. And if I just click on this assign source of supply, so we'll have a specific categories. So based on the conditions, the system will automatically propose. So here is the proposed SSO, the source of supply. So system automatically propose based on their the previous purchases, or if we have any specific the pricing categories, we can do that one, contracts, or even the fixed suppliers. The fixed suppliers will show all the list of suppliers. So we can just pick even system propose, but still we want to go for another suppliers. We can just choose it from here. These are the value added here. And the main thing here is, and here we have a control functionalities. So the purchase requisitions will have the workflow methodologies. So we can just define, or even we want to make automated, is we can able to do the automatic approval functionalities as well. So now the requisition is done. So the next step would be as the purchase order. So from the purchase, so like we have to go to the specific area called a manage purchase order. So here we can see we can just convert a purchase requisition to the purchase order, and just click on this purchase order, so which we have been created. So basic information. So all the informations will be carried automatically. So we don't need to enter, or we don't need to give the user or any human can just put or key in the informations, because just it's like once we have been initiated or being triggered, so all the informations will be carried to all the flow until the invoices. So that is the main added advantage here. And here in the items, so which I'd like to show now the specific the methods in the document flow. So where we can jump in from one screen to another screen, or even we want to see more detail or more informations. What I'm trying to say here is let's like directly go to the process flow document. So this gives the complete end-to-end pictures. So where we have been started, we just started with the purchase requisition, then purchase order, the goods and service receipt, and the supply invoicing. So here I can just click on this one. So once the purchase order has been created, what is the next step? So if I just stuck with that one, so the system will propose that one. Okay, so you have to do the post goods receipt for the purchasing document. So this is the value added using the cloud-based application. Then I can just click on this information and directly I can go to that one. And even I want to more information to understand. Just we can just click on the more. And even I just want to go for the workflow. I want to see where is the document has been stuck, or whether it has been approved or not. I can just see that one. And in case if I just want to like just want to see the purchasing spends, so I can just click on this one. And similar way in each screens we have this options. So here if I want to see from the goods receipt which has been done, I can just click on the material details. So where we can see the complete pictures, or if I just want to analyze the goods movement or what has been done, so I can able to see the complete. Just click on this one area. We can just see the material document overview. So this will give the complete the end-to-end cycle. So what this particular materials has been tagged with what is the purchase order, with supplier, what is the payment, and which areas, so when we have been created and which storage location. So everything we can able to see it here. just clicked on the items, and here we can see that one. What is the delivery note and ID and how much quantities we have been standards and all those informations. Okay, so now let's get into the switch back to the presentation. So as I mentioned, so here we can do the automatic process, and the system supports the multi-currencies, and we have a control and the seamless integrations. And the third is the goods receipt process. So this having we can review the delivery challenge and quick access for the stock type, and we can tag with the process. Just we can go for a quick event. The main advantage here is we can scan the purchase document, so we no need to enter it. So we can just use the scan and we can do that one. And here we can see the main the theme, or we can say the printing. We can able to club it together, whether we want the individual print or we want to a collaborative. We can do that functionalities. And the main thing which you would like to show in the goods receipt level. So here we can decide whether we need to go for quality inspections, or we need to block it, or we have to be any specific conditions we have to derive it. So we don't need to do for any separate process for do this one. So based on this selection, so if you want a quality inspection, so if I can just click on one click, so then it will be automatically in the backend, it will be get created the quality inspection. So the team can go and do the inspections and they can update it. And in case if you want to make a distributions with one particular product in a different warehouses and another will be in a different warehouses, we can able to do the storage locations areas. Here we are talking about the accuracies and the improved solutions. So the final would be as the invoicing documents. So here it's a real-time data, and it's a system that matches with the three-way controlling. So the three-way controlling is the best, or the value. It will be the nice functionality. The system will check if we have what are the quantities and what we have been delivered, and accordingly the system will allow us to post the invoices. And here also we can just scan the document. The system will automatically create the invoices. So we can just reduce the human intervention, and it will be make effectively, and we can make it in a quicker way. So this invoicing, we have three types of functionalities. We can able to do based on the purchasing documents, or we want to do for based on the delivery challenge. What is the quantities which we have been received? So we can able to see that one. And here is the purchasing document references, the tags, and all those the features we can able to see it here. And along with that one, the system will post the journal entry functionalities. So we don't need to do any separate the financial entries. Let's go back to the presentation. So here is efficiency, and we can scan the documents, and it has been linked with the business analytics. And as mentioned, so this will be the complete suites. So here we can, it has been come up with the end-to-end businesses. It has been integrated with seamlessly with the accounting and with the suppliers and the purchasing documents. In all the aspects, it has been seamlessly integrated, and it has given with the reporting functionalities as well. So finally, it has been connected with it run in a standard industry standard solutions, and we have a visibilities. So the reason the industry standard, because it's a complete functionalities, it will be delivered, and it has been the proven methodology. Okay. And we'll just a quick recap which we have been done. So we have been started with S4HANA public cloud, and followed by we have been taken into the order to cash, and there we have been talking about the customer relations and order processings and fulfillments, and finally we have been showcased, or we have been created for the billing part. The last one which we have been seeing the procure to pay, this has been the collaboratively we have been integrated with the suppliers, and it has been the effectively operates the requisitions, and based on that one, the order has been converted and it has been given to the till the invoicings and the analytics areas. And now, if you have any specific questions, okay, so always welcome to have you the specific questions, and we are ready to answer them.
Very well. Thank you so much, Karthik and Vignesh, both of you. There were a few questions which we asked earlier. If there are any other questions, I do not see any other questions right now, but in the interest of time, what I suggest is we can certainly take these questions. This webinar, as I mentioned, the recording will be available on our website. If anybody has any further questions, queries, by all means, please reach out to us. You have the email addresses up here on the screen. Feel free to reach out to us through email, phone call, what have you. And we are going to follow this up with other webinars and presentations on different topics of interest. So again, I just want to take a moment to first thank Vignesh and Karthik for your wonderful presentation and demonstration of the product. As you can see, this truly is an outstanding solution for the order to cash and procure to pay processes, which can help drive efficiencies in the wholesale distribution industry. We're happy to discuss any opportunities, any questions you may have about this. So with that said, I want to thank everybody for your time, and we will see you next time. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah. Thank you all. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Thank you.